I dated a married man for 25 years. And we was friends for the next 20. When I met him, he told me he loved his wife. And he loved me. And baby, he treated me like a goddess. Motherfucker queen. And I didn't fuck with his household. His wife didn't even know I exist. Trust me when I tell you so. And if any motherfucker would have told the bitch to fuck up my good shit, I just don't know what would have happened when I fucked them up. I don't know what God would have done with their motherfucking soul. It's all about respect.
What's crazy is this man probably stayed happily married for all those years. This man probably was happily married for 40 years, 45 years. He was seeing this girl for 20 years. They remained friends. Y'all know what type of friends they stayed. I mean, that's crazy. That's longevity right there, bro. You know, is that the secret to being married for 30 plus years? I'm just throwing it out there. I know it's not, man, but that's one hell of a story. You doing this for 20 years and never got caught up, my guy. I don't know how you got away with that. Damn.
All right, fellas, since y'all talking about 50-50, how about this? Hear me out. How about I cook, you do the dishes? How about I help the kids with the homework, you give them a bath? How about I wash the clothes, you fold them? How about you buy me a car, I pay the insurance? How about you pay the mortgage and I pay the utilities? How about you take me out to eat, I leave the tip? How about you take me to the movies, I buy the snacks? And then we have time for tonight. Okay.
Now, after listening to this, this doesn't sound like real 50-50. This sounds like I'm gonna take the little bit of leftovers and you're gonna take the majority. This sounds like majority minority type of stuff. That's not 50-50. Because really, all I hear was the man taking care of the big chunks of stuff and you taking care of the small chunks of stuff. Man, look, I'm taking care of movies and all you're gonna get is popcorn. Down, bro. Like, man, that's not even a fair exchange, really. That's about what and what. You pay the mortgage, I pay the light bill. Man, the light bill is probably 15% of the mortgage bill. How is that 50-50? That ain't 50-50. If you really trying to do 50-50 with a man, no, that just sounds like you still kind of want it easy. You really not trying to go 50-50 with a man.
Why is it like men with small penises make the best boyfriends? Like, and then men with nice size, well-endowed, however you say that word, men with nice size private parts, just dogs. Like, they dog-ass niggas. They don't want to be a husband.
You know, it really be the ones with that ran through box too, bro. I know you're saying it about the guys, but what about the ladies? The ladies with the ran through box wide open, and when they know they ran through, what they do, bro? They try to give you massages. They try to make sure you get a really good meal. Oh, if you got ran through box, you better learn how to cook. All right? Just like our woman said, if you got a shrimp down there, bro, you better learn how to build a house or fix plumbing, electrician, whatever it is, I guess, to make up for it. But women, bro, with the ran through box, they gonna make sure you got a really good meal. They gonna make sure you fed, bro. Like, real talk, man. But like that's the only thing. Let's talk about that. All right.
If you're a grown ass man, you're supposed to have a truck. Don't be calling me talking about Zeus, man. You'll come help me move this washer and dryer. Hell no, Beamer, Benz, and Bentley head ass motherfucker.
I 100% concur. If you're a grown man with a house, you should have a truck. Thank me later. All right. One of the earliest lessons I've learned was to get a truck if you own a house. It would not let you down.
Mom,
what's up, son?
My girlfriend says she ain't gonna work when she get older.
She don't have to work, son. That's your job as a man. You have to provide, you have to protect, you have to pay for everything. When y'all go on dates, you have to pay the bills. So if she don't want to work, she don't have to work. She's a woman.
Mom, you must think I'm a simp. I'm not gonna be with no girl that ain't gonna take care of me the way I take care of her. She supposed to cook, clean, and work. And if she don't do that, I'm gonna break up with her.
You gonna break up with her for what? You a man.
What if something happened to the house? What if something happened to our car? And we can't pay our bills no more?
Then you need to figure it out as a man. She don't have to do that. That's on you.
Mom, I'm not gonna be with no woman that's not gonna have my back during hard times.
My boy said, Mom, isn't that making me a simp if I do all this? Yes, sir. Looks like you're already on the track. The fact that you're aware of what a simp is and what not to do and how to do things is already putting you on the right path. Looks like Mom is trying to make sure that you're doing things that she wants, but nonetheless, she's not teaching you to do the things that you shouldn't do as a man. Because if that was my son and I was sitting in that chair next to him, I would be saying such things as, look, man, be careful. Watch out for these red flags. When you meet a woman or you meet a girl that you really like, you should be doing this. This should be your thought process. You know, you should be asking these sort of questions. Know a little bit about the past. Know a bit, those type of things. You know, really putting him on game. All right. I wouldn't be saying go out there and break your wallet on a female, bro. That's just not what it's like. It's not going to be that anymore, man. We are definitely moving away from that right now, and looks like he already getting a little piece of it, all right? Can you be sweet and buy your girl something nice every now and then when you're together as boyfriend, girlfriend? Perfect, all right? Like, I'm going to say go for it. Don't break the bank if you just started dating her 2 days ago, my guy. You don't have to buy a first-class ticket to Cabo. No, you don't do those type of things.
I stopped dating a girl because no woman in her family had a man. The men on the internet literally have me flabbergasted. They never cease to amaze me. That's like women saying, I stopped dating a man because his father wasn't in his life, which is, if you're dating black men, about 86% of them. So this tweet is actually, this is crazy. And the second part is that we have to stop using our family trauma and people in our family as an excuse or as a crutch for you individually not to do better. So what? Nobody in your family ever got married. That don't mean that that's gonna be the life for you. So what? Your father wasn't in your life. Are you not going to be a good dad when you have a kid? Like, stop weighing that over people's head. This is your life. You're an adult. Make better choices.
I don't know about y'all, but this is probably one of the best thought processes you can probably have, bro. If no one in her family is dating, no one, her mom, her aunts, her grandmothers, bro, something gotta be wrong, bro. And it's probably running in the family. I love the thought process here, right? Great critical, independent thinking skills here. I would have ran off myself. Not only that, bro, they're gonna be all in each other's ears, girl. I told you about him, because they want to keep everybody around them single. That's exactly what's gonna happen. As soon as y'all get into a little issue that y'all can definitely get over as a couple, they're gonna be in your ear, your girlfriend's ear. Oh, I told you about that. I told you he gonna be doing some stuff like that, girl. You better watch out, because they don't want none of that. Or whenever they need a man to do some man muscle stuff, that's it for you, bro. You're going to be the only one, dog. I promise you. You're going to be everybody's pretty much go-to guy. And that's probably not the life you want to live.
Put a finger down if your boyfriend of 2.5 years that you live with, that you've already picked out a ring with, takes you to Cabo and flies you first class for the first time. And you think you're going to get engaged. And on the last night you're there, he wants to keep drinking and you want to go to bed. So you go back to the room. You wake up at 4 a.m. He's not there. He's not answering his phone. He stopped sharing his location. He gets back to the room at 5 a.m. We have to check out in the morning. He breaks up with you right before you head to the airport. You're crying. He says he just doesn't think he sees you as his wife. You get to the airport. You're not near each other. You're crying the whole time. He finally comes and sits next to you and you say, I honestly wish that you had cheated because this would make more sense. And he says, I actually cheated on you last night with a stripper that I paid $80 for.
Look, at the end of the day, I can't really have his back because he cheated. But what I can say is this, all right? He didn't waste his money paying for a wedding, knowing that this is not something that he was 100% locked into. Good for you, even though you went out with a bang, pretty much, right? So for you, young lady, hey, look, I just have to say I'm sorry for you. You thought you was going to get it. You thought you was going to get married, but it didn't work out that way. And maybe that saved you some time. It saved both y'all some time. All right? That's really what it is, man. Sometimes y'all go on a journey or a trip or you spend this exclusive time together, and then something really dawns. It can be anything, man. Y'all can be having dinner at night, man. Y'all can be just brushing your teeth side by side after waking up, and something's gonna click to really say and question. And this is men I'm talking about. In your mind, guys, you're gonna be like, man, do I really see her as a wife? I know y'all hear this all the time, and it's cliche, but it's not, bro. Like, I promise you, watch when you get into those year 2s, year 3s of your relationships. If you haven't really already asked yourself, because all of the major flags already, you put in some time, you think things are good, but you get to that 2-year mark, that 3-year mark, you're gonna be really looking at yourself in the mirror and be like, do I really want to marry this girl? Like, you really gonna ask those questions. It's gonna happen, bro. All right, next up, man. Look, I got a video from Vic Gotti, man. This thing has got hundreds of thousands of views, man. And I just want to say, what if you put yourself in this man's shoes and you've been raising a kid for almost 6 years just to come to find out this kid wasn't yours. But for some reason, something falls out. You get a divorce. You know, his situation, the kid's just not his, but y'all know what it is. This can be a divorce. It could be anything like along those lines, but you're gonna have a family member that still considers the other part family, right? Not necessarily. They still invited to every function, every family function. This is how it's gonna play out.
You need to leave. You need to leave, bro. I'm telling y'all, y'all need to leave. Y'all need to leave, bro. Y'all need to leave, bro. Y'all need to leave, bro.
Don't talk to my
Y'all
sister.
need to leave.
We don't talk
the
to my-
last 6 years,
Don't
bro.
talk to my sister like that.
Man, hey, bro. Hey, y'all
I'm talking to you.
Hey, fam. Hey, bro.
I'm just saying, no,
This
bro.
ain't got nothing to do with her.
Telling you, bro.
This ain't got nothing to do with
You need to
her.
leave.
Don't do her like that. She been asking about you. She miss you. She miss you. She been asking about her daddy.
Just calm down. Just calm down. Just calm down. Hey, baby, hold on. Baby, y'all good? Hold on. Hold on, John, come here.
You think you can just talk to my sister any type of way?
No.
Just talk to her.
Don't take it out on that baby. Whatever y'all got going on, that's between
Between me and you.
But don't put them churn in it.
How you think I feel?
I told you I was
What about you
sorry.
then?
I told you I was sorry. Mistakes happened. But this ain't got nothing to do with her. This between me
Why
and
you wait so
you.
long to tell me? Hold on, John.
So in this case, I'm definitely taking his side, bro. Family member, down bag, flag on the play. You should just definitely know, look, this ain't the right time, man. This is not a good invite. This is not an invite you should have shared. This is not good for him. He's definitely feeling a certain way, and you should have asked for some sort of permission. I just don't think, sometimes family members just think it's a holiday and you're supposed to forgive and you're supposed to forget, but that doesn't work that easy. We don't care if it's Christmas. That ain't my kid. I've been spent the last 6 Christmases with this kid, and it's not mine. I feel played. You get what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Mom of 3 kids, I will not be dating men that have kids. You guys are not to be taken seriously. Nobody wants you because your baby mama left you for a reason. If you are not licking the fucking floor that I walk on, you are not gonna be with me. Like, my standards are so much more higher now than before I had kids, which is fucking insane. So if you want to be with me, you're gonna have to be a stepdad of 3 kids. I have 2 boys and a little girl, and my kids are fucking bad. I know what comes with dating somebody with kids, and I don't fucking want it. I don't want none of the drama. I don't give a fuck about your baby mama. If you're gonna be a stepdad, you are gonna have to pay for some of my kids' things. Like, if you want to take that role of a stepfather, you have to pay for some of their things. There's just no way that you're just gonna be my partner and not a father figure for them, you know? A lot of you may ask yourself, what are you gonna bring to the table, Lindsay? What are you gonna... My fucking love and affection, bitch, and my fucking time. Like, that's what I'm gonna bring to the fucking table. You're gonna fucking be with me because you love me.
And what's really crazy is I really feel like people with kids need to date people with kids because the expectations are already there. You get what I'm saying? Y'all just don't want to date somebody with kids because you're gonna think like, oh man, his kids plus my kids gonna be a whole bunch of kids. We're gonna have a roster unit. Financially, it's gonna be tough. Might be a little bit easier with dual income if you think about it. But like, man, if you got 3 kids, mom, why would you think a man with 0 kids is gonna want to come in and be like, yo, yeah, I'm taking over all these. I'm taking over. You get what I'm saying? The true thought process. And the thought process is like, if you had that, what woman really wanted you? Well, shoot, a man can really say the same thing. If you had kids by all these dudes, what man really wanted to be there. You get what I'm saying? So it's a two-way street.
I mean, I'll tell you what what I would want my man to be, right? So you gotta be, everybody says God-fearing, yeah, you gotta believe in God, yeah, all of that. You gotta kind of come already put together. Like, I don't want to build a man. I don't want to do that. Like, whatever I ask for, I'm able to bring it myself. So I want you to be a provider. I want you to be able to lead me, because I'm tired of leading. These men nowadays, you gotta lead them. I don't want to do that no more. You gotta be able to be a role model to my child. Like, he has his father. He doesn't need a father. His father's very active. But if you're gonna be in my life, you gotta be somebody that my son can look up to.
Should he make a certain amount of money? Now, you said you want him to have his stuff together.
Yeah, he gotta make at least. I make a lot of money, so he gotta make at least. I would say at least, like, at bare minimum 100,000.
Bare minimum 100K?
Yeah, because you can't. You gotta be able to keep up with my lifestyle. I vacation a lot. I don't want you to be able to be like, you know, if I want to go on a vacation, oh, I can't do it because I gotta pay my bill. No, I need you. I'm sorry, but 100,000 is probably bare minimum.
Okay.
And I don't want a man to be intimidated by me either, because I make so much. I don't want a man that's making 70,000, 80,000, even 100,000 is low, but I'll take it. I don't want a man to look at me and be like, oh, you know, like she's the breadwinner, and feel, you know, intimidated, because men do that as well.
Let me ask you this. What if, you know, you said you do pretty well, you make 100K or plus, whatever you make, and he comes to the door.
I make over 2.
Okay, so that's why, so you make over 200K, so that's why 100K is low to you. Now just hear this out. Tell me if this would work. If you met a man that made 70 and y'all joined together, when that your eyes move, wouldn't that be an additional 70,000 to what you guys already had if y'all joined as one?
Yes, he would. So 70,000, that's low for me. Like, he would have to be, because I'm a boss, it's hard for me to date workers, right? Men that like work 9 to 5s. I don't think they really understand my lifestyle.
All right, and for those who are saying she can't get this man with the salary requirement, you said you already date men who make 100K, correct?
The one that I was just with, he was a millionaire. So stop playing in my face, cousins. Stop playing. Yeah.
A big pay cut from a millionaire to 100K.
Yeah, and the one before him made about 160. So y'all don't get it twisted.
Okay, let's do the kitchen cam.
All right, I gotta get up my.
Bro, sometimes I get so confused. Like, if you dated a millionaire and that didn't work out, what makes you think that chance is gonna come again, bro? You've already hit you hit a lottery winning ticket. That's what you did, bro, and you blew that. You fumbled the bag, literally, figuratively, which way you want to spin it. You messed up. That man has just moved on from you, and I just don't think that you're gonna have that. I don't know if you're gonna be able to score another millionaire just like that. And then also, one other thing that I want to touch: a lot of people or women think that a man that has $1 million already is gonna be readily available to share that $1 million. That's not true at all. And then also, are you want a man that has $1 million, or do you want a man that is worth $1 million? That's the difference now, because this man might not have $100 million in cash in his bank account, but he owns this property, he owns this property, he owns this business, his stocks are in this much. He's worth over $1 million, but it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like that because the man is still actively working, right? He's working full time. He's always busy. He's always looking for the next step to get more money. He's always looking to improve. Are you okay with putting up with that type of stuff? That sort of being in that environment, being a couple, being, in a relationship with a man of that caliber? Because I'm be honest with you, you're going to meet a man that's worth $1 million and you might not be able to hang with him. He might be doing too much for you. He probably don't have the time for you. He's just too busy running around getting more millions.